Well, welcome into Wranglers TV as we also welcome in the new head coach of the Wranglers, a special occasion here in the middle of July. And Trent Cull joins us from Utica, New York. And Trent, first of all, congratulations on the new gig and welcome to the Calgary Flames organization.
Yes, no, thank you. Very excited to be here. Very excited to kind of be in the next in chapter that's happening in Calgary and being a part of it.
Well, let's first start, Trent, just about how you came to be, how this opportunity came up. Maybe just take me through some of the conversations and how it inevitably led to you joining the Wranglers.
Well, I guess just congrats to Mitch. I know he's done a great job in the past, and I coached against him when the team was in Stockton. But I just saw that there was an opportunity. Started speaking with Brad Pascal just kind of initially, and then from there was some Zoom calls and interviews and stuff, and kind of we ended up getting to here. So great path, and like I said, it was nice kind of trying to get to know most of the new faces that I'm seeing all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the next phase of it, right? It's the management group, your coaching staff, and then obviously the players. So safe to assume you got some work to do, I guess, over the next few months here before the season opens up.
I'm gonna have to get like a portfolio booklet of everybody, and kind of have a little study test with my kids or something to make sure I'm figuring everybody out. But there is some familiar faces. Some of the players, like I said, have coached against before in the American League, and then also too, there's some guys that I've played with in the past. So it's kind of nice to be able to meet up with them again.
Yeah, maybe let's start kind of there as we kind of go through the background a little bit. Obviously through the Canucks organization, but most recently, but the Utica, being in Utica as a head coach there. Yeah, how familiar are you with the kind of the players and maybe just I know there'll be some changes here from the off season, but just kind of what you expect when you come in and the group that you have.
Just my expectation, I'm just going to get to know everybody first, right? So the last time I had seen it would have been the Stockton team in the
Yeah.
American Hockey League, so that's 2 years removed. So from there, I still see that there's some players that are on the roster, of course. And then staff wise, it's just been like me and Ray Edwards played junior together. It seems like a million years ago back in the OHL. And then I've been teammates with Kale McLean as well, and Ryan Huska in the past. So it's nice to I really look forward to getting to see those guys, that coaching staff, and be able to, just work with those guys hand in hand every day.
Well, that's awesome, and I imagine that that's a huge part of it, having that relationship and communication back and forth with Coach Huska and his team, and just sort of what you're seeing throughout the course of the year as well.
Absolutely. I think Ryan will be the one who speaks of this, but you know what, anything I can do to make sure that we have the same culture, language, practice drills, systems, anything that we can do to make it easier for the players. I think that is the goal. I mean, we want to develop those hockey players to be Calgary Flames, and but however we can make that easier for that group to get there and to feel good about themselves and make that transformation a little bit easier. I think that's the goal.
I love that, and I just is that kind of your philosophy? Has that changed or evolved? I mean, you've spent some time as an assistant, as a head coach in the American League, and just how you have to kind of view maybe the longer term perspective sometimes than the shorter term.
Absolutely. It's about coaching those individuals and when your individuals are playing well and doing the right things, your group, your team does the right things. And so I mean, like I said, the ultimate goal I'm sure is for to have the Calgary Flames win a Stanley Cup. And for me is making sure we're putting players onto the Calgary Flames and putting those kids and I think in a great situation too, in the sense of uh, being in the same city. That's fantastic to be able to see where you want to go and being part of that fan base. Being in Canada, I think is just awesome. I've had a luxury of that for the last couple of years, and I look forward to having those guys. Nothing makes me feel better. Like it's like a proud papa moment when you're doing a good job with the young guys and seeing them go up and play for the Flames.
Well, on that note, too, and maybe just to go a little further back in your time in Syracuse and just sort of being part of that organization that had so much success through those years. I mean, what was that like kind of working with those players and then seeing them go on to the ultimate success with the Tampa Bay Lightning as well?
Yeah, well, I've had two different stops. I was in the same city. I worked for Columbus for a while, and so those will be different names, but it'd be kind of like the Mark Mathot's and Aaron Romes, and I know some of those Curtis Glencross. That would be
Yeah.
a Calgary guy. So like it's just and then my time with Tampa and just that being a part of that development group and how they just did such a really good job and seeing those players and just watching Jonathan Marchessault and Yanni Gordon, these guys the guys that we've had an opportunity to work with and see how successful the Tampa group has become. And then to also see those guys kind of move to other cities and situations and be successful as well. It's been awesome. I wouldn't change anything in my path, that's for sure.
Love that. And nice shout out to Curtis Glencross too. That's great. I love that. Just we just was gonna round it out by asking about family because I know obviously that's a big part of it. You got 3 boys as well. How are they excited about coming into Calgary? Or how does the future look for them as you guys make the move up north?
Yeah, we're just I'm gonna come in next week and meet with the NHL coaches. So that's awesome to be a part of their coaches meetings, and I'm bringing my family with me. We want to just my short times I've spent in Calgary have been awesome. I was there part of a national program back way like the program of excellence. I guess that was back when I was 18 years old, and riding a horse in the foothills there was awesome. So, but I want to get my family out there so they can kind of check it out from there. And I think that too, it'll just be just exciting because when it's a move for it's always been us, my 3 sons as well. It's we're very thick, I guess you'd say, especially if they've gotten older here, and they've certainly helped me become a better coach. So I want them to be part of all the steps that our family now takes too.
Awesome. Well said. Well, congratulations again on being named the new head coach of the Calgary Wranglers, and look forward to seeing you in town soon.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited. Can't wait to get there. That's a shame I missed the Stampede. That's the only thing.
You just missed it. I just put my cowboy hat away 10 minutes before we did this.
I'll get it warmed up for next year then.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
great.
We'll get you fitted. Congrats again. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.